friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and GodTube, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Michael Strahan's daughter is now cancer-free and has taught him all about perseverance. Written by Julie Provost. Read by Julie Provost. Michael Strahan, former NFL star and Good Morning America co-host, has a lot to celebrate these days. His 20-year-old daughter Isabella found out she is now cancer-free, and he became a grandpa when his oldest daughter, Tania, gave birth to a baby boy. At 52, he has learned some important lessons from his daughter's cancer journey. Isabella Strahan was a freshman in college when she was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, a rare form of brain cancer, and announced her diagnosis in January. After finishing chemotherapy last summer, she's now cancer-free. In an interview with People, Michael describes what it was like watching her go through everything. It was inspiring, but tough because I'm watching her go through something and telling everybody about it, and I'm seeing it in real time. And then to know that she's sharing something that's so personal with everyone. Isabella has a popular YouTube blog where she updated about her cancer journey. Michael also told People that he didn't know if he could be as vulnerable as she was, but that it showed him that you can take your pain and you make it a message, and that you can help other people get through their pain through your message. As a father, he stood by his daughter through all of her treatments and supported her along the way. It has to be a fantastic feeling to hear the news that she's now cancer-free. To hear the words cancer-free, it makes you extremely happy, Michael says. It doesn't make you less nervous, I'll be honest with you. I still get nervous. Isabella has been able to return to school at the University of Southern California and loves being back in her classes and with her friends. I'm still every day on pins and needles for now, but it makes me happy because I saw that there was a sense of completion in her mind of that part of her journey, he says. And that was important, that she had the hope to know that, okay, let's try to pick up my life and take my life work and go from there. Watching her go from cancer treatments to knowing she was cancer-free and back to her regular life had to be inspiring. It takes perseverance to get through what she did and get to the other side of it. It's no wonder her father learned from watching her cancer journey. Michael Strahan appeared on the Jimmy Fallon show discussing Isabella and becoming a grandfather. His oldest daughter had a baby boy in September named Onks. It's the most amazing feeling, Michael told Jimmy. The two talked about what little Onks should call Michael. I don't know, he says. I almost want to do a survey. The two threw around names such as Papa and Gappa, referring to the well-known gap in the former NFL player's teeth. Many blessings to Michael Strahan and his family as they celebrate the good news about Isabella and a brand new baby. Jesus went through Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness among the people. Matthew 4:23. A 13-year-old risks his life to save his 4 sisters from fire, and then family dog saves him. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. Briar Omar is not only courageous but a hero. This 13-year-old risks his life to save his 4 sisters from a fire, and then the family dog helps save him. Briar Omar is what legends are made of. Kelly and Jay Omar didn't want to drag Briar and his sisters to the grocery store to get supplies for supper. Instead, they left the kids at home with Briar in charge. It was a quick parenting errand, and they were confident Briar could hold down the fort and look after his sisters for just a few minutes. But the unimaginable happened. While Kelly and Jay were at the grocery store, their home went up in flames when the children were still inside. It happened in minutes. When Briar described what happened, he recalls, "My sister just said it was really smoky, and we looked behind us and the playpen was on fire. His first thought was my sisters. That was the first thing I thought of. I knew I had to get them out of the house." Briar Omar remained calm and focused on getting his sisters outside. With God watching over him, Briar not only rescued all 4 of his siblings, but he also raced back into the flames with a fire extinguisher to try to save the burning house. But by then, the house was filled with smoke, making it difficult to breathe or see. That's when God sent a furry guardian angel, the family dog. Briar felt something brush against him, and he realized it was his dog. The protective animal first got Briar's attention by rubbing his leg. Then Briar Omar grabbed a hold of his pup, and it thankfully led him to safety. Sadly, all that remains of the house and belongings are ashes, But that doesn't stop Kelly and Jay from feeling incredibly blessed and grateful. We're just so thankful that every single one of them made it out. If it wasn't for my son, I don't know where I'd be, Briar's mom tearfully explained. It's easy to replace stuff, but the lives of our children are far more precious. Thanks to Briar Omar and God's hand upon him, this family is still intact, alive, and unharmed. May God continue to bless this family with love, visions, and may their family remind anyone they meet how God uses the courageous. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.